Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your weekly reading for December 20th to the 26th. I also wanted to apologize. I know this weekly reading is a little bit later than usual. I've had some power outages and some technical difficulties, and I had to actually re-record your reading, Aquarius. So I'm actually going to pull an extra oracle card for you guys because I know you guys had to wait just a little bit longer than everybody else. So I appreciate your patience and understanding. So let's get into your reading this week. Let's pick out an oracle card for the theme for you this week. What's the theme for Aquarius for the week of December 20th to the 26th for Aquarius? Oh, how beautiful. I love this. So we have openness and miracles. So I feel like, one of the words that I was hearing when I was tuning into your energy this week was trying new things. And it feels like you might be just experimenting with some new ideas or kind of playing around or tinkering around with something. It kind of looked like you're in a very playful, curious kind of mode this week. And it just kind of feels like you're playing around with something new or trying out a new idea. And I like that openness card came out because what they're telling me is by being open to They're showing me being open to possibilities that you may not have thought of before with that openness card. And I also feel like this is also about kind of getting out of our own way, entertaining the idea that something may turn out differently from what we thought it was going to be. So this could also be just a mind frame. So some of you could be starting to notice how your path or something is unfolding a little bit differently from what you thought it was going to. And that's actually kind of showing you how it may be better to surrender a bit on how we think something is going to show up for us, because almost as if having a vision for something can also cloud our ability to receive when something comes our way, is what I'm seeing here. I like that. I think that this week you're going to be doing that. I think that your mind is kind of going in that direction of, I always thought that I would be doing A, B, and C, or I would be doing it in a specific way, or it would look like this. And it's almost like just as you live your day to day and put one foot in front of the other, that something else is starting to transform, or something that you didn't really think of is starting to really take shape. It could also be that for some of you, if it comes, let's say work, for example, you could have multiple things that you're good at. And there could be one thing that you were planning on it being your focus, but then you're noticing something else that you're doing in your life actually is becoming more fruitful. So it's kind of like noticing that, I always thought it was going to be this, but it's actually turning out to be that over there. So maybe I should be switching my vision or my focus over there to see what else I can do with this thing that Spirit is kind of encouraging me to put more of my energy into. So I feel like there's this openness to things just being different from what we thought they would, but not necessarily in a negative way. I think that it's just a shift in perception. So be open for that this week. Let's pick another oracle card here for you. Another oracle card, guidance card for Aquarius this week of December 20th to the 26th. We have two. Oh, wow. So many. Wow. See, I love this. Be spontaneous. See, again, this is about being open. This is about possibilities and expanding our mind, or going into something with kind of like a blank slate, not having any preconceived notions or judgments of how we think something should be, because I kind of feel like something better is coming in. Better than what we could have possibly dreamed for ourselves kind of thing. So be open this week. Be open to new ideas, new visions, entertaining something that we may not have really, maybe some things we may have even rejected in the past. But now you're kind of coming around to something and really starting to own it. I'm also seeing that it's almost as if the minute you open yourself up to something, the more you'll actually really enjoy it. You just didn't think you would. So openness is really important this week for you, Aquarius. So we have spontaneous, and we have 2 other cards that came out. Make a wish and culmination of a vision. So I really kind of feel like something is starting to come into focus for you. I think that things are becoming more clear. I feel like your path is becoming more clear. And you may also be seeing how some things that you have planted in the past, or some visions or ideas, or like projects even that you may have poured a lot of your energy into in the past, and they may not have really been fruitful in the past, but I'm kind of seeing that something is starting to form now. And you may also see why something had to take some time for it to really germinate, is the word I'm hearing. With the culmination of vision, you're seeing how the pieces are starting to fit together, that maybe at that time when you planted that seed, that you may have needed to learn some things first before that vision could really come into fruition, so it could stand on the legs that it was meant to stand on. That it needed some kind of, or you needed some kind of growth process or some kind of learning process. And now that there might have been a lot of work that you've done, or you had to experience some things, or even training, education, learning, in whatever shape or form, there's something that you needed to go through in order for what you planted in the past to finally kind of take shape and form. With the Make-A-Wish card, I'm actually seeing that some things that you thought didn't work out, actually, it's not that it didn't work out, it just wasn't time yet. So I'm seeing a resurgence in hope and faith as well with the Make-A-Wish, that some things that you may have felt like you threw the towel in, maybe a little too early, or you just kind of, gave up on, seeing that it wasn't working out for you. You may see a return of some of those things here. So very exciting week, very open and kind of new stuff coming in, or clarity of why something needed to happen in the way that it did. So let's go into this week here for you, Aquarius. You got openness on there. Okay, let's do your tarot cards. What's coming up for Aquarius in the beginning of the week of December 20th to the 26th? Mother of Pentacles. See, again, Mother of Pentacles is a card that comes up when we spend the time in nurturing our dreams, our goals, what we want to cultivate in our life. And I'm seeing for some of you, this is about cultivating yourself. Okay, so what they're showing me is, they're showing me someone who really invested a lot of their time in owning who they really are. So this may look like, taking a lot of classes, doing a lot of spiritual inner work, and even going through a lot of those life experiences where you had to, take your power back. You had to stand up for yourself. You had to walk away from something. You had to, do something against someone's wishes, even though it was for you, disappointing people, even though it was for your highest good. Making those tough choices, those difficult decisions. And what that did was it really helped you to come into who you are, or this honoring of yourself. There's this honoring, there's the growth process, this, I'm trying to look for the word, but I can't think of the word, but it's this conditioning, you really had to coax it out. I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but the Mother of Pentacles is someone who really had to invest in her growth and create her life on her terms in the way that she sees fit, including some of the sacrifices that she had to make in order to get there. So there's some energy here, a powerful energy here that is present for this beginning of this week. So we're already starting off super powerful. So let's clarify the Mother of Pentacles for the beginning of the week. Two of Wands. So this is about setting out and doing something different, I'm hearing. Taking a chance, taking risks, finding out where you want to go next, being at a crossroads. Oh, look at that. And then we have Five of Pentacles. So there could be something that is run its course, something that you are finding is, it's almost like something is kind of like the time is up, or something, it's time to kind of move on to something new or something different, because you could be just kind of feeling like there's something that just didn't prove fruitful in the way that you thought it was going to, and you held a candle for it for a long time, but it's almost like you're letting something go here. Yeah. So you have the Four of Cups here as well, clarifying that. So I feel like you're getting ready to walk away from something that's not worth the investment, because the Mother of Pentacles knows. She knows what's worth investing in. And so if there's a Five of Pentacles there, it's like you're seeing how something is just a drain. It's not worth the investment. It's not worth the time. So with the Five of Pentacles, sometimes that comes in the form of, financial loss, or, feeling unsupported or being left out in the cold or not getting what you wanted. But I'm kind of seeing this as just more of like something you seeing that, your energy is better spent in something else. It's almost like there's something that you might have spent a lot of your energy in, especially with that Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is conserving your emotions. It's like not putting your energy into something, not putting your emotions into something, holding back. So I feel like there's something that may have not really been fruitful for you, and you're acknowledging that, you're seeing that. And the Mother of Pentacles here is choosing to acknowledge where her energy would be drained, and making that difficult choice, perhaps even for some, to pull your emotions or your energy out of it, kind of being more reserved, being more in that meditative state, not accepting offers or offers in the terms of like relationships or to connect with others that will not really amount to anything other than feeling drained. And then the Two of Wands comes in as making those difficult choices and those oh my goodness, I cannot speak, those decisions. So this is it being a crossroads. Very powerful. This is you standing your ground. This is you standing your ground, Aquarius. Okay, middle of the week for Aquarius. It's coming up for Aquarius. Oh, how beautiful. The Star card. The Star card is hope. It's wishes, it's dreams, but it's also being very dedicated to, what I'm hearing, shining a spotlight on who you are. Shining a spotlight on, this is about owning your gifts. This is about owning your talents. This is about owning who you are. And this is about acknowledging them. This is also about acknowledging your path, acknowledging how far you've come, acknowledging all your accomplishments. This week is about you embracing the best parts of yourself, is what I'm hearing. Embracing the best parts of yourself. Because that is what's going to help you to see what you're worth. That's going to help you see what you're made of. And that's going to be what helps you move forward. So we have Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is generosity. It's also about, could be us feeling generous with others, or generosity from the universe being brought to us. And I feel like it's coming from being rewarded for all of your inner work, for all of the hard work that you've done on yourself, and for cultivating the life that you have so far for yourself. This is also about Spirit rewarding you for acknowledging your worth. That being able to see yourself for your best qualities is actually being rewarded. Allowing yourself to be seen in that way. Because what they're saying is that when you start to do that, when you start to like tune into what you can bring, like what you can offer, what you're worth, what you believe yourself to be worth, like where you are, that purpose, that connection with your true self. What happens is you start living in alignment with your purpose, which is why you're here. Like that's part of your path, is to be an expression of all that you can be and all that you can do. And when we do that, when we are open, when we open ourselves up to that, it's like those rewards start coming in, or that generosity starts coming in from Spirit, in the sense that, you know, maybe we are given offers, or we are given opportunities to express those talents, to embrace those talents, to showcase what we can do, or, you know, really capitalizing on our strengths. And also bringing in opportunities for connections, for relationships, things that just help us to grow, to nurture something that has so much potential in it. Let's clarify the Star and Six of Pentacles. So you may see a lot of opportunities starting to come in here for you. And I feel like it's something that you've been waiting on for a long time, because that Temperance card is a card of patience. It's also the card of balance. It's about allowing yourself to, balance out your life, in the sense that not kind of like pacing yourself, like not doing everything at once, or not rushing towards the finish line. I feel like a lot of you are starting to really just go with the flow. You're allowing yourself to kind of let life unfold for you, and then allow it to show you what it wants to show you, rather than us needing to force our will into it, or needing to make something happen in the way that we need it to happen. Because I think we're finding that once we kind of let go a little bit and surrender, that things start to flow a lot more naturally, and some things come into our life that we never really even thought we needed, or we even wanted. And then it comes in and we're like, wow, this is so beautiful. I would have never even thought to have asked this for myself. So I'm so glad that I stayed open and in a receptive state, where Spirit and the universe can just give me things that are just such beautiful gifts that I could have never asked. I could have never even thought to ask for. This is what I'm hearing from the Temperance card. So let's clarify. Let's pick one more for the Temperance. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. So the Six of Wands is the card of victory. It's a card of being able to see. So this reading so far has a lot of energy of like seeing how far you've come, and really acknowledging that, and embracing your strength and your resiliency, and also your uniqueness, because that butterfly looked like it really had to climb its way out of some tangled branches. And those are the Six of Wands there. So the Six of Wands is the card of victory. It's the card of being in the spotlight. And so is the Star card. So some of you are really being acknowledged. Some of you are in the spotlight and being noticed and being acknowledged for your strength, for your resilience, or something that you can just bring, something that's natural, something that is uniquely you. You're being acknowledged for it. And what that's doing is bringing in the rewards. It's bringing in the generosity. It's bringing in that acknowledgement, which is really beautiful here. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see the end of the week for Aquarius. So with this Strength card, I'm hearing telling the truth. Wow, beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. So, the Strength card is about being honest with ourselves. It's about integrity, telling the truth, even though that may be difficult. Or this could also be overcoming a lot of the blockages that have been holding us back for a long time. So you can see some progress there, overcoming a lot of blockages. And I kind of feel like some of you are overcoming financial blockages as well, because we have that 5 of Pentacles and then we have the 9 of Pentacles here. So 9 of Pentacles is the card of financial freedom. It's the card of having that sense of independence and being able to, I'm seeing, pave a new path for ourselves because of that. So it's like you have more freedom, you have more choices because you're cultivating that for yourself. I feel like a lot of you had to overcome a lot of blockages and had to overcome quite a bit in order to get yourself to that 9 of Pentacles place. So 9 of Pentacles are also telling me reflects also a sense of what you believe you're worth or what your value is, you know? So it's like attracting situations, circumstances, people, connections that are of high value, and valuing that, seeing that in yourself, being able to recognize that in yourself, that you're worth more or that you're worth, this. And doesn't always have to be in monetary ways. It could also be in just the quality of your life, or, the kind of friendships you have, or the kind of work or the kind of clients. Like if you're a business owner and you're attracting clients, the quality of clients that you're attracting towards you. So that kind of thing. And I feel like it has to do something with allowing yourself to come out of maybe some negative programming or some things that might have held you back from the past, because the Strength card comes in as, I always see it as that inner strength. It's always, the thing that is difficult to do that we do anyways. It's doing something even if we're afraid, and doing it anyway. So it has that inner strength. It pulls out our courage, our resiliency, and working very hard. Be willing to set aside and make sacrifices to work hard for where we want to go and what we want to do. And then we also have the 3 of Cups here, and we have the 8 of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you have support. A lot of you may also be attracting support, attracting like-minded people. With the 3 of Cups here is all about coming together in a group. It's also about celebrating. I also feel like some of you may feel like you are being celebrated. Or you could be celebrating yourself. And with that 8 of Swords is about feeling like we're stuck, but I kind of feel like you're coming out of this place, because it's coupled with that 3 of Cups. And how I'm seeing that is allowing yourself to cut yourself loose from these swords that are, circling around this butterfly. And if you can also see, we have that 6 of Wands with this butterfly that's free here. So you're freeing yourself from some place or some mindset that has kept you feeling stuck. And I feel like for some of you, this has something to do with finances, or it has to do with your abundance, or attracting your abundance, or what you believe you could cultivate for yourself or build for yourself. I feel like a lot of you are starting to think bigger. You're starting to open up your mind to maybe a bigger dream or something you might not have entertained in the past, but now you're starting to entertain. So this is all about expansion and growth, and allowing yourself to dream the big dreams and not holding yourself back from that. So that's really exciting. Oh my gosh. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, which is happiness. It's all about, I'm seeing the solar plexus chakra, which is quite often symbolized by the sun. I always feel like I always link those two together, the sun and the solar plexus. So this is about our identity. This is all about our worth. This is all about our self-esteem, our positive self-image and confidence, and feeling like we belong as well, feeling like we are a part of something. And feeling like I'm hearing community. So some community might start coming in for some of you guys, where you feel like you are part of a community, like you belong somewhere. And it doesn't always have to start off. What I'm seeing is it doesn't always have to start off as direct friendships, but some of you could just be finding like an online community that you really resonate with, like an online group, or like a forum or a support group, or even just on, like YouTube, you're just kind of finding people that think like you or resonate with you. But I'm kind of feeling like you're finding where you thrive, where you belong, or what really works for you that helps you to embrace yourself more uninhibitedly. Not really allowing yourself to fall into relationships or connections that kind of take you away from that. I feel like you're becoming more free with allowing yourself to do what you want and like free yourself from that, like that eight of swords here, allowing yourself to spread your wings and be free. Beautiful. Okay, so let's pick out a couple more oracle cards here for you. What is Aquarius's animal totem for the week of December 20th to the 26th? Beautiful. See the big picture. And I really think that reminds me of this culmination of vision card, because this is where I kind of saw that, you're starting to see why something needed to take its time to really come into fruition. So some of those seeds that you planted from the past may just really needed their time to germinate. And there could have been a growth process that needed. So also butterflies are really strong for you this week as well. And butterflies are also the symbol of transformation, needing to go through that cocoon period in order to really manifest and really, spread its wings at the right time. Timing is really important here as well. So I feel like, you are starting to come to that time, or you already are, in that place where you're ready to spread your wings. And especially if you've been working very hard on, I feel like some of you have worked really hard on yourselves. Like there's a lot of inner work that was happening, or it could also be in education. It could be something where you needed a lot of time. You needed to go through schooling. You need to go through training. So this is a time for that transformation. This is a time for blooming. This is a time for flying and using the culmination of all of your teachings and education and your learnings and your knowledge and your experiences and bringing them all together and figuring out a way how to see how that's a part of your path, or how that has all fit together into who you are. So it's like you're coming into that identity or that sense of purpose. And so I feel like see the big picture and culmination of vision have that same vibe here, where you're starting to see the timeline or the blueprint of how all these pieces are starting to fit together and why they needed to happen in the way that they happened. So pick one more from your angels. I also feel like some of you, your third eye is opening more, or it's kind of going to another level. If you already have a pretty open third eye, it could be just expanding, going to another level, increasing in sensitivity. So I kind of feel like your third eye and your crown chakra are opening up here. Self-acceptance. Beautiful. Yeah. So this is that Mother of Pentacles energy that I was feeling. This is all about embracing yourself and knowing what you're worth and knowing what's worth investing in. And really honoring yourself, honoring all the things that you had to do in order to get here, and celebrating. It's almost as if the perspective of, so for some of you, if you've kind of like, in the past, it's like if you've only focused on, oh, I didn't do this or I didn't do that, it's almost like you're the way you talk to yourself, or the way that you are starting to look at yourself, your image, is transferring more into a positive state. Like you're able to see more of your accomplishments rather than your failures. You're able to see your positive traits rather than your negative traits. So I really like that. It's like you're changing the way you see things, and that includes your own self-perception. So I feel like that's improving as well for you. And that just may be something you're also continuing to work on this week, is learning to see yourself with more loving and compassionate eyes, because that will only take you even further. That will only improve your path. That will only help you to get even closer to where you want to go, is when we see ourselves in that positive light, when we have that positive self-image. So beautiful, beautiful reading this week, Aquarius. I hope that reading resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week, and happy holidays. Bye, Aquarius.